Hey guys, today I'm gonna make Pantheon and Theme Park Tycoon 2. Throw down what coaster I should make next. Alright, let's get started. So of course this ride's a multi-launch coaster, so I think it's appropriate to only start with it. Okay, so the ride should probably start somewhere about here. Let's build our station. So straight out of that station, what we're gonna do is make a few turns. So it's gonna turn something like this, it's gonna turn left, then it's gonna turn right, and then if you thought that turned enough, it's gonna turn right again. Out of that little right section, we're gonna get into our first launch. So now let's make our first launch. Out of that little launch, it goes upside down. Yes, we barely started the ride and we're already upside down. Pretty crazy little first loop. And out of that, we go into a turn. But this turn has to be really tight. So now we have another little twisty section, so let's make that. Flip it that way. And then we're gonna flip it back. Man, this whole first part of the ride is just complete twisty sections. Okay, so now we get into the interesting stuff. Before we work on the next section, let's just make sure this works. So here goes our ride car. Cool little slow start. And here we go into the first launch, upside down. Okay, I think that's a little too fast. Okay, we're gonna slow that down just a tiny bit. Let's make the boosters go at 50. Now, I'm also gonna turn track friction up just the tiniest bit. Let's test this. All right, here it goes. Upside down, perfect. This is looking great. So sadly, since we can go ahead and make a backwards section, we're gonna have to get a little creative. So we're just gonna go ahead and straight up launch this into the top hat. So it's gonna go really high in the air. So let's go. This ride has such a weird shape. I hate it. But it's also really cool. So now it's up in the air. You have to make that 0. And this ride at the very tippy top, it does a little trolling. It has a little brake section right before you go over it. Actually, we're going to be little trolls ourselves. We're going to put a little hold brake right here. So it's actually going to hold our riders over it. So this drop's pretty insane. It goes beyond vertical, which basically means we go in on itself on the track. I don't actually know how beyond vertical, so I think this looks pretty good. There we go. And it has a very sharp turn now. So something sort of like that. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of these sort of videos. And now out of this big turd, we're going to go pretty high up in the air. And we're going to have it go out like this. Now watch this. This is a pretty crazy little element right here. It goes outside the track like that. What sort of coaster is this? I feel like it's made to kill all of its riders. Okay, so out of that element, we have another one. So if you thought this ride couldn't get any more crazier, boy, have you wait. Okay, now I'm gonna start building the ending for this ride. So we're gonna add some brakes here. We're gonna have it go under like this. And also, if you thought those outer bank things were weird enough, the ride actually ends on one. Okay, so we have that element done. Now what we want to do is connect this up. There we go. It's all connected up and working and functioning. I think this looks pretty cool. One last thing I need to do real quick is we're going to delete this track. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it go straight like this. I'm going to make it go into the air. Because in the real life ride of this, it actually goes up and down right here. But I really don't know how to recreate it, but I'm just gonna go with this instead. So our Pantheon is now complete. I think the last thing we gotta do is color this. So we got the colors on it, and we have one last thing to do. There we go. We have our trains done too. Alright, let's ride Pantheon. By the way, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Pretty cool first little part. We're going in, then we're going out. And here we go into our first launch. Here we go. And right over the top hat. Oh my gosh, here we are. We're standing still for a second. And now we're going down the drop. And then now we have this crazy thing right here. Man, I can't believe this is a real coaster. This thing must be crazy in real life. And then here we are. We're upside down. Then we go left. Then we go right. And we're out of our seats again. And then right into the brakes. Pretty awesome ride. I think I did a pretty good job for Pantheon. Pretty crazy what you can make in this game now. Anyway though, I think that's going to be where we end today's video. If you guys like this creation, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to suggest what coaster I make next. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.